You've probably heard this before. You're overweight because you eat too much and don't exercise enough. Just eat less and move more. Sounds simple, right? But the truth is, it's not. This idea oversimplifies a complex, multi-layered problem, and as many people know, it doesn't help much with long-term weight loss. Cutting down on food is already hard. Even if you force yourself to eat less, there's often a breaking point. You binge, the weight comes back, and the cycle repeats. Extreme calorie restriction can make it worse. Your body starts conserving energy, storing more fat, and lowering your metabolism. Ironically, this makes you more prone to gaining weight in the future. So, why is this so complicated? Today, let's talk about the 4 root causes of obesity. And then, we'll see exactly where GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro step in to help. Most importantly, we'll talk about how these drugs can set you up for a rebound. Let me break down the 4 main reasons why people gain weight. First up is slowed metabolism. This is when your body becomes less efficient at burning the same amount of calories for energy compared to other people. Aging is the most obvious cause, but some people just naturally have slower metabolisms due to individual differences. Certain physical changes or events can cause your metabolism to slow down over time as well. And here's something important. Repeated extreme dieting is actually one of the major culprits that tanks your basal metabolic rate. The second cause is hormonal imbalance. We're talking about things like hypothyroidism, excess cortisol production, insulin resistance. For women, hormonal changes during menopause are also a huge factor. When these hormonal imbalances persist over time, they create this vicious cycle of fat accumulation, and once that cycle gets going, losing weight becomes incredibly difficult. Third is chronic inflammation and poor gut health. When your gut microbiome gets out of balance, it makes your small intestine way more efficient at absorbing nutrients and extracting energy. This means energy gets stored more easily, and it's stored as fat. Chronic inflammation in your visceral fat makes this even worse. In this state, even if you lose weight, you're living in an environment where it's just going to come back easily. And fourth is autonomic nervous system imbalance. Stress, lack of sleep, emotional strain. All of these disrupt the balance between your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, and that directly impacts appetite control, metabolism, and fat storage patterns. For example, chronic stress pumps up cortisol production, which increases appetite and promotes belly fat storage. Sleep deprivation decreases leptin, which is your appetite-suppressing hormone, and increases ghrelin, which stimulates appetite. Here's the thing. These causes don't work alone. They feed into each other. Stress changes hormones. That leads to binge eating. Binge eating harms your gut. Your metabolism slows. It's all connected. This is where GLP-1 drugs come in. GLP-1 drugs work on multiple fronts. They boost insulin to control blood sugar, they reduce glucose production, and they act on the brain's satiety centers, so you feel full on less food. They help fix hormonal imbalances directly. Indirectly, they can improve inflammation and gut health, kind of like fasting would. This is the first time we have a drug that tackles obesity from several angles at once. So for the first time, we can break this vicious cycle of obesity by hitting multiple points simultaneously. For people who don't have severe side effects and lose weight, this is truly revolutionary. People who have failed dozens of diets suddenly find their appetite under control. Weight loss becomes possible. Sometimes for the first time in years, you can understand why these drugs are being called game changers. But here's the thing. The real game actually starts after you stop taking the medication. Without appetite suppression, maintaining weight is tough. Most people regain all the weight they lost within a year of stopping the medication. And they regain it faster, and more severely, than with traditional dieting. And this weight regain is often accompanied by a return of elevated blood glucose, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels. This is the dilemma with these miracle obesity drugs. As easily as you can lose weight with the medication, you can just as easily gain it back when you stop. Why? Because GLP-1 drugs don't raise metabolism or fix gut health. If you didn't build healthy habits during treatment, you still have a body primed for weight gain. Once your appetite returns, the weight follows. So what's the solution? It seems obvious. Use the drug to lose weight. Meanwhile, develop healthy eating habits, exercise regularly, improve gut health, and build muscle. Simple in theory, hard in practice. Why? Because GLP-1 drugs change your brain's reward system. Normally, food gives pleasure. On these meds, that joy fades. This helps you eat less, but it can also kill motivation. Some people feel flat. Life loses its spark. In severe cases, depression can set in. So yes, appetite is no longer the big barrier. But now there's a new one. Finding the drive to build lasting habits. You might think, if I'm going to gain weight back when I stop the medication anyway, why should I put myself through all this hard work now? Or, the drug will take care of it. I should just use this medication for life. The idea of using this drug indefinitely might work for some people. And I'm not saying that it's better not to take these medications in the first place. Like I said, if the side effects are manageable and the weight loss goal is being achieved, these drugs are definitely recommended. Actually, many people consider using these medications even while tolerating the side effects. But if you're not taking them for life, you need a plan for stopping. Otherwise, the yo-yo effect begins the moment you end treatment. If you don't address the root causes of obesity, you stay vulnerable. And that's the paradox. Losing weight with these drugs is easy. Keeping it off without them, that's the real challenge. This isn't just about willpower or biology. It's about psychology, too. Experiencing easy weight loss through medication can make you skeptical about your own independent efforts. It can also weaken your motivation systems. And the fear of regaining weight can make people believe they'll need the medication forever. I won't just say, build muscles and fix your gut. Yes, making a lasting change is a must. You'll eventually need to boost your metabolic rate and resolve the potential to return to your previous weight. But there's a deeper layer to this. GLP-1 drugs sit right at the crossroads where the science of obesity meets human motivation. It's a fascinating and challenging space, and understanding this complexity is crucial for anyone considering these treatments or trying to maintain long-term weight management. In my upcoming videos, I'll dive deeper into what GLP-1 drugs might really be doing to your metabolism and gut health. And if you're dealing with side effects or thinking of stopping, we'll explore the alternatives and whether these so-called natural Wegovy options actually work. So stay tuned.